the waiter brings you your food, do you say thank you? Yes. Yes, I do. Why wouldn't I? That seems like an obvious one. It seems like that's like the perfect time to say thank you. Hang on, Tomo move my camera a little bit. It's probably one of the most likely places to say thank you, man. If I had to guess. Sometimes I even say thank you, like if I'm using voice controls with Spotify or something. I say, play the 1976 album Desire by Bob Dylan. Thank you. Sometimes people go, NL, why are you saying thank you to a robot? I look at it like using your signal lights in a parking garage. It's easier to ensure compliance by not having to consciously think about whether or not I need to say thank you. Instead, I just say thank you all the time and then I never forget, or at least I minimize my chances of forgetting. Saying when I'm in a parking garage, I signal. People say, why are you signaling? There's no one around. You ever hear of the overconfidence bias? Men are particularly vulnerable to it. I don't know that there's no one around. I think that there's no one around, but that's how accidents happen, okay? Is being overconfident about your surroundings when you don't have a 360-degree field of view. And secondarily, because I always signal before I turn, because that way when I'm out, I don't have to go like, oh, is this a turn that I have to signal for? I just signal all the time. You signal in a roundabout? I only signal in a roundabout in two scenarios. If I'm going into the roundabout and I'm taking the first exit, I signal right so that if there's a car entering the roundabout, they can be reasonably confident that I'm not going to do the full circuit, which might allow them to go into the roundabout faster. Or if I'm taking I'm going 270 degrees and taking a left, then I will signal left so that the other cars know, okay, this guy's in for the long haul. Yield your right of way to them so that you don't end up causing like a collision and then you're good to go. But if you're going straight, you don't signal. That's the correct way. What can I say? Okay, what is Galar, by the way? We had this yesterday, right? It's Gen 8. So this is the one that's like Raging Bolt. That's not a legendary. Let me guess. Say it. That's a mythical. Say it. That's a mythical. That's 9. No. Steel? You can't tell me that. What's Shield On? Shield On must be steel. Are you kidding me? Shield On is from Gen 4? How is Shield On not from Pokemon Shield? That doesn't make sense. Okay, I know you're doing docket to see if we're playing Silent Hill. I told chat we're doing Silent Hill tomorrow because I feel primed for motion sickness today, and I read in the reviews that it can trigger motion sickness. So if I play it today, I'll probably play for like an hour, get nauseous, and be like, I was having a good time, but I got nauseous, and then there will be a debuff to me ever going back to it because I'll be like, the game makes me sick to my stomach. So instead, we start tomorrow after a good night's sleep and plenty of hydration so that I don't, have that associated feeling of ickiness in my tummy. I'm not scared of being scared on camera. I already played Resident Evil 2 Remake. Right? That's the one with Mr. X. X gonna give it to you. I get scared in Lethal all the time, too. Yeah, plus I played Night Manor. I played Resident Evil 7, that's right. Frank Stone, yeah, it's terrifying. You know what I thought would be a funny bit is when I play Silent Hill, some people put like their PC specs into like their stream title. What if I played Silent Hill on PS5, obviously, but then instead of my PC specs, I put like 8 glasses of water, 8 hours of sleep, the mandate of heaven, the love of my parents, 16 years of public school education, like It's not a bit. It's not a bit. I'm pushing back against the idea that your computer specs are your personality. Your real personality is your favorite movie. Okay? Get it twisted. Have I really not answered a single question so far? Poison Ghost. That's a given, bro. That's Gengar. Poison Dragon. It's going to be a purple dragon. I don't know about Drapion. It looks more like a bug. Dragalge. I bet that's water, but you almost got me for a second because you were purple. Steel Dragon. Legendary Dragon. Rayquaza. That's a given. Legendary Ghost. Regigosta. I'll just be honest, I don't know what Gygas is. So, Regidrago. No, maybe you're legendary. That's fine. That's fine. Do you think Regidrago is steel, man? No? All right. It happens. Legendary Pokemon from Sword and Shield. I know it's Wolf, man. It's not Buzzwole. It's the I know him, man. Hizui? No. I'm not doing so hot today, guys. Poison Galar, Ghost, Legendary. Mew Ghost. Ghost Steel? This is a nightmare for me. Shield, it's the wolf that's a shield. Defendo. Legendary Ghost. Wait, Aegis/Shield, Aegis/Blade. Bro. Aegis/Shield. That must be from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Okay, explain yourself. Explain yourself. Not a legendary? Aegis/Blade. What? That's from Gen 6! How many Sword and Shield Pokemon are there that are not from Sword and Shield, man? Literally, the Pokemon that's a sword and a shield is not from Pokemon Sword and Shield? Gen 6 is not Sword and Shield? Yes, motherfucker. But this is a sword and this is a shield. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's from before Sword and Shield. Move to Bolivia, okay? There's lots of like-minded individuals there. You would be the most popular middle school teacher in Bolivia, without a doubt. So what? So I'm jealous. It's not like every Pokemon from Pokemon Red is red. Yeah, but imagine if it was like, name a Pokemon from Pokemon Red, and you said Redmon. And they were like, no, actually, that got introduced in fucking Pokemon Silver. You would be like, really? I wouldn't have expected that. That's a Digimon anyway. It's a metaphor, you piece. Move to La Paz. You know what? I've decided you're not worth my time today. Because I can't think of any other guesses. I can't. All of my heuristics have failed me. Can you show me the summary, please? Show me the game stats, man. Oh, you got to scroll down. Okay. All right, Wheezing Galar, I'll admit I could have gotten. I'm just being real with you. I mean, we talked about Dragalge, but I've never heard of Zamazenta in my life, but this is the wolf I was looking for. I've never heard of Berserker. Aegis/Blade we have heard of, but it's like moved over one. Literally the only thing I know about Giratina is we have a Pokemon cookbook, and there's a recipe in it for Giratina pizza, which looks like the absolute worst culinary concoction I've ever seen in my life. Similarly, I have no idea what Archaludon is. It looks like it's from Armored Core 6, Guns of the Fallen. And this is even worse. I do know Stunfisk Galar, but I couldn't tell you what type it is because it looks like a puddle. Everything else, God is my witness, I can't recall having ever seen any of these except maybe Gengar Mega in my entire life. What the fuck is Toxtricity Amptigamax? This is madness, man. This is... They definitely brought the heat today. No question about that. Zygarde complete. I don't like the Pokemon that look like Ultima Weapon from Final Fantasy VII. Bro, am I crazy? I know this movie. This is either Ghost Ship or like 1408 or something. It's something like, or Identity. It's something, I know this is an iconic shot, man. Maybe this is from the Hours. Maybe it's from the box. Is this from the box? It is the box. Okay, that's easy enough. The button, we watched it, man. Kate, I hate to put my married telepathy on the line. We did not watch this, okay? Together. Because I've never seen it, but you have told me the plot of this movie. And we've been together for like 12 years. You've told me the plot of this movie from the start of the film to the end of the film in its entirety at least 5 times. But we did not watch it together. I'm familiar with what happens. I know it's James Marsden, it's Cameron Diaz. They come to you and ask you, like, would you push the button? They kill somebody, but you get $1 million. And then I think, like, at some point it's aliens. Aliens are involved here. They're performing an experiment on humanity to check their innate morality or something like that. Would you push it? I probably wouldn't push it. I don't think I would watch the movie either, because I think Cameron Diaz is like, no disrespect to Ms. Diaz, but I think she might be the most washed actress. I guess she's not really working that much anymore. She's in The Mask. She's in There's Something About Mary. She's in Vanilla Sky. I can't take those away from her, but what about Shrek? Well, Day and Night. You're thinking of Kid Cudi? You want to talk about Night and Day. I think that movie is not great. Gangs of New York. Have you seen Gangs of New York? Usually people are saying like, Gangs of New York's pretty good. Kind of screwed up the casting on the Cameron Diaz role, but Jennifer Aniston worse. My 2 cents, not a great actress, sure. Yeah, I mean now I just feel like a hater because I'm just randomly bringing up women and saying they're bad at their job. There's plenty of great actresses. Probably more great actresses than great actors, if I had to guess. Jennifer Lopez, yes, she's pretty bad too. You're not wrong about that one. This Bills wide receiver went and he got traded to the Falcons for his his name is Laveranues Coles. I saw him. Laveranues Coles. One of the most underrated receivers in ESPN NFL 2K4. Kareem Hunt totaled 5,500 yards at this Mac school. Totaled 5,500 yards from scrimmage in 4 years. I was like, holy shit. He's the greatest halfback of all time. That's like should give him like 3 Heismans. I have no idea what a Mid-Atlantic school is. I think Mid-Atlantic, it's the University of North Carolina. It's the New Jersey Institute of Technology. I hear they've got a great football team. It's the Virginia Tech Bulldogs. It's not Virginia Tech, okay? David Freese, Josh Hamilton, and Matt Shoemaker were on the roster for this team that had the best record in the American League in 2014, but got swept by the Kansas City Royals in the ALDS. Tampa Bay Rays. Worth a chance. Texas Rangers. With the help of the CIA, Augusto Pinochet rose to power and became dictator of what South American country in 1973? Yeah, the Dom! I'm not Barstool dumb. We take those. This is Mark Wahlberg and Jared Leto. That's a given. I don't even mean this to be rude unnecessarily. I didn't realize how carried Mark Wahlberg was by like his hair and his body. Because the like when I look at Mark Wahlberg, when I see Mark Wahlberg, I'm not like, whoa, like what a good guy. But I'm like, sure, he's a handsome guy. But now that I just see his face, I'm like, is he though? He looks like that one actor. Okay, I'm assuming you're not talking about him looking like Mark Wahlberg. You're so right. He looks like Ike Barinholtz, man. You're absolutely right. He looks just like Ike Barinholtz. Yeah, okay. You were cooking with that one. This salsa brand, Pace. This 2003 Disney Channel made-for-TV movie followed an 8th grade star baseball player as he tries to balance baseball and his new love for cooking. Chef on the mound. Pitcher. Pitch, fever, pitch. Kitchen. Base. Boya base. Mr. Baseball. Mr. Running the bases. Anybody know what this is? $1 Million Cook-Off. It was on the tip of my tongue. Who played fucking Gordon Gekko? Michael Douglas, you piece. Better recognize. After being married to WWE superstar Alexa Bliss, this singer released hits in the 2000s with On the Way Down, True, and Shine On. I don't know who it is or any of these songs, so I'm going to say it's Daughtry. It's not Daughtry. No, I'm done. Ryan Cabrera. We got a Tetris build today. I mean, is it $1 million? It is Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. All right, fair enough. I don't know that one. I wasn't watching Disney original films in 2003. I was asking my parents to buy me the DVD for Rushmore for Christmas. Oh, because it was your favorite movie? No, I hadn't seen it yet, but it was very glazed according to film critics. You wouldn't get it. I'm 31 and I knew that? Okay, so your ass was born in like 1992, which means your ass was 11 when it came on the Disney Channel. It's a big difference between 11 and 15, brother. Now, I'm not saying I was out there drinking Mike's Hard Lemonades and partying in the 10th and 11th grade, but I sure as shit wasn't staying at home on a Friday night saying, hey, the new Disney Channel original movie's coming out. We might be the same age now, but back then, I was like 40% older than you. Don't flatter yourself. Cane sugar, pumpkin spice. A cane, a staff, a bat, and a witch. A witch, things associated with broomsticks. A spider, witch, pumpkin, and bat. Things associated with Halloween, but I think that's a red herring. Candy cane, candy apple, candy corn, and candy bar. Mariah! Which? Wait, this is like a homophone potentially. It's not. Block. Block can be a location. It can be an action you take on social media. It could be a shape of something. Deny. Forbid, ban, deny, block. Parental instructions. Swiftly ignored. Bat, witch, pumpkin, spider. Shit associated with Halloween, bro. Yeah, okay, so that was right. It was not a red herring. Accidental staff rest note. Oh, it's musical notation. Musical notation. Found on sheet music. What is an accidental in sheet music, though? Sharps and flats are labeled accidental. Oh, so it's not like act like you fucked this part up? Sharps or flats not in the key. Oh, sharps or flats not in the key. Did I do that? Some people say it's even harder to find. You see that video? There must be some kind of home inside these empty walls. Days go by. It's the bigger love of the family. I do bitty boop boop boo. I do bitty boopity boopity bitty bitty bippity boop boop boop. You guys ever see Family Matters? I can't believe we Mariah 2 days in a row, man. Blank apple. Candy. Apple. iPhone. Oh. Many a film at Sundance. Indie. Plants with leafy fronds. Ferns. Droop. Sag. You wish. As if. Andy. Adam's apple. Great big dogs. Danes. Apple sauce. Apple sauce. It's that easy. Hosting an open mic informally. MCing. Understands. Sees. We get there. Good recovery today. Oh, shit. Kirkland Signature salted butter. 16 4-ounce sticks. 4 ounces. Fuck it. I don't know, man. It's like $11.99. $7.99. This seems like a lot of butter. I'll be honest with you. I get too lazy to do the metric conversion from ounces to grams. So I kind of eyeballed it with no scale and went, that looks like about enough. Canada uses grams? Yeah, I think so. Mostly. 16 ounce in a pound. So this is 4 pounds of butter. This seems crazy, man. $9 for 4 pounds of butter? $2.50 a pound? Gen Z boss and a mini. True, man. Why are people saying Americans? Europeans love to cook with butter, bro. Americans love to cook with like corn syrup and seed oil. You're getting it twisted up, man. You can't just see something and be like, Americans. So I saw in Dan's chat, Europeans were going off on America for being like the crucible from which Haktua was birthed. They're like, in Europe, that shit would never fly. Okay, why don't you stuff another sprinkle sandwich in your gullet and stop taking yourself so seriously? Nothing stupid has ever come out of Europe. Have you ever seen Eurovision? You self-serious motherfucker. You ever see We haben een serious problem? You ever see Wir suchen dick at Five Guys München? Like, we're all cut from the same decroded cloth, okay? Get over it. Yeah, your bread was better. You've been baking it for 3,700 fucking years. It should be better. You wish you were us so bad. I don't even live in America. This shit is like the Truth and Reconciliation mission in Halo 1. I'm crouched with my pistol, like behind a half wall of cover, watching the Flood and the Covenant go apeshit on one another. I'm walking into the end of it, picking up all the plasma grenades for myself. The pistol isn't on that mission. God bless America. This is your biggest -2 ever? You at the fucking boulangerie? Did you know that in America they only have 2 kinds of croissants? They only have butter croissants and pain au chocolats. Ridiculous. They don't even have the Copenhagen, the cinnamon bun that doesn't have any icing on it. Completely legally distinct from the cinnamon bun that does have icing on it. There was a 317-year conflict in the Middle Ages over the Copenhagen versus the fucking cinnamon bun. Many people lost their lives. Bloodlines were eradicated over the great fucking Viennois schism. Get over yourself, man. Hawk Tua spit on that thing, okay? Just for you. There you go. What in the Melody Nelson? 7,200 kilometers away? Myanmar. 4,800 kilometers away? Tajikistan. Great album. Dude, I have an opinion. Une Histoire du Melody Nelson, 10 out of 10 album if you don't speak French. If you speak French, you can't listen to it because the subject matter is just from inference. It's way too problematic. If you speak French, do not listen to that shit. If you don't speak French, it's all boom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-doom. I don't speak French, so I don't have the mantle of that. I don't have to worry about that. What album did he say? I speak French. Desire by Bob Dylan. Rwanda. 2,700 kilometers from Rwanda. Madagascar, country of 60 million people, I've recently discovered. 1,000 kilometers. Zimbabwe. Older. Are you the Maldives? Right here. Are you the Maldives? Are you the Maldives? Maldives is warmer. Are you this fucking Seychelles? Oh! Oh, if it wasn't that, I have no idea. I mean, if it wasn't that, it couldn't have been anything else. So this is kind of like a false dilemma. Hello, Apollo, by the way. Apollo, you ever listen to the Little River Band? I know I've been saying it a lot. I think you would fucking vibe with it, man. I think you would put that shit on when you're reheating the Factor meal. You're so Little River Band coded, and I mean that in a complimentary fashion, not in like a patronizing fashion, because I've been listening to it too. You putting Desire over Blood on the Tracks? No, absolutely not. But you can't be depressed like 100% of the time. I mean, Blood on the Tracks is anointed. It's chosen. I'll look into it. You got to start with reminiscing, okay? This is Lithuania. Ah, shit. Ukraine? Georgia? Armenia? Azerbaijan? Armenia? Armenia! Okay, we take that. Go Dogs. Who's number one right now? Who's number one? It's got to be University of Texas Longhorns, right? Hook 'em? Number two, I don't know, my stealth pick for the playoffs this year. I'd love to see IU. I'd love to see the Hoosiers up there. I know it's typically like a basketball school, but I'd love to see them up there. And Boise State. You seen that kid on Boise State? Bro has like 14 touchdowns and 2,200 yards in 6 games or something like that. Honestly, I want to hate Boise State because they invaded Seattle when I was at PAX one year and fucking made the yard house disorderly and shit. They were hooting and hollering all over the place, but you can't ignore the greatness when you see it, man. You can't ignore greatness when you see it. Isn't that the Irish singer? Who's yours? I take my whiskey needs. My coffee black and my something. What does he say? I can't remember what he says. I hate that song. I've grown to like it recently. Oh man. Sorry. Oh, December 12th, 2003. I'm in the 10th grade. Sony Pictures 10th grade. Probably a Christmas movie. Starring Jack Nicholson. Something's gotta motherfucking give. Okay, that's a given. Warner Brothers minus 42%. Week 2, 46 million. Starring Tom Cruise from 2003. Post Vanilla Sky. Not exactly creaming it at the box office. It said War, but it's not Valkyrie. Because Valkyrie came out in like 07 or something. And it's not Born on the 4th of July because that came out like 1987 or something. Tom Cruise war movie. Oh, it's The Last Samurai. I was thinking of like 20th Century Wars. It's The Last Samurai. Okay, that's a given. 20th Century Fox opened to 9 million starring Matt Damon from 03. It's a comedy starring Matt Damon. Oh, it's Stuck on You. Matt Damon, Greg Kinnear, directed by the Farrelly brothers. And another Eva Mendes movie to put into the Eva Mendes folder for when she shows up in Movie Grid. Eva Mendes, Stuck on You, Eva Mendes. Stuck on You equals Hitch equals Eva Mendes equals Stuck on You. Okay, we'll never forget it. Warner Brothers, $6 million, starring Nick Cannon. There's simply no other option. It must be Drumline. Comedy, drama, family, romance. Okay, we're going to put a pin in that one for a second. Walt Disney, $53 million, starring Eddie Murphy. 2 years after The Clumps. Probably it's after Dr. Dolittle, but there was a Dr. Dolittle too. Thriller, fantasy, comedy, family, mystery. Check your pulse at the door if you fucking have one. It's the first Haunted Mansion. They made 2 Haunted Mansion movies. Okay. How did they make 2 movies? Like, I got nothing against the Haunted Mansion ride. It's a perfectly acceptable ride. How did they get 2 movies out of this shit? The ride is like 3 minutes long. You just sit in the chair and like ghosts show up and dance and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy that they must have released this like October 30th, but it's still, you're not giving people a lot of time to get into the Halloween spirit, right? You got a good Halloween movie, you got to come out with it like 2nd week of October, 3rd week of October. You got to give people a couple weeks to see it. They can't expect them to clear their schedule to see the Haunted Mansion like with 1 day to go till Halloween, man. Anyway. But it pays to be yourself. Crime doesn't pay. Let me get all hints on this one. High school loser pays a cheerleader to pose as his girlfriend so he can be considered cool. Can't buy money, can't buy love. Can't buy me love, but it pays to be yourself. For the money. Money doesn't. Love don't cost a thing, but it pays to be yourself. Oh, we were so fucking close. Oh, damn it. We were on the right track, man. 58th percentile, son of a bitch. Budget $0. They knew how to do it back then, man. Inflation's a bitch. Yo, adaptation to the substance. Let's go, boys. I know everything there is to know about fucking adaptation. Nicolas Cage, Brian Cox, Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper, fucking Judy Greer. Where are we going with this bitch? The Substance, Margaret Qualley, Dennis Quaid, Andy McDowell. Yeah. Whoa. Let me think about this for a second. So we got to go Jim Caviezel, Sound of Freedom. That's a given. I'm just kidding. The fuck is... Sorry, I'm working backwards here. Substance has Dennis Quaid. We hold those truths to be self-evident. Dennis Quaid is in Good Company with Topher Grace, who's in Spider-Man 3 with Thomas Hayden Church, who's in Sideways with Paul Giamatti, who's in Big Fat Liar with Freddie Muniz, who is in Agent Cody Banks 2, Operation Snowfall. Wait, I got to think about this. Margaret Qualley is in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There must be, I mean, there's Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Nicolas Cage, Sam Rockwell, Alison Lohman, Drag Me to Hell, Alison Lohman, Drag Me to Hell, Bruce Campbell, Drag Me to Hell, Alison Lohman, Matchstick Men, Nicolas Cage, Matchstick Men, Sam Rockwell, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. Where am I going here? I've got to construct it in my head, because if I don't construct it in my head, then I'll just get lost once I start going, okay? The Substance, Dennis Quaid, Inner Space. Is Meg Ryan in Inner Space? Martin Short's in Inner Space. So what, man? So, okay, so you go Dennis Quaid, Inner Space, Martin Short, The Three Amigos, Steve Martin, Cheaper by the Dozen 2, Queen Latifah, Taxi, Jimmy Fallon, Fever Pitch, Drew Barrymore. From Drew Barrymore, you go. Whoa, I got something. Quentin Tarantino directed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which also has Brad Pitt, who is also in Inglourious Basterds with Diane Kruger, who plays the lady in National Treasure. So it's adaptation, Nicolas Cage, National Treasure, Diane Kruger, Inglourious Basterds, Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Margaret Qualley, The Substance. Nicolas Cage. National Treasure. Sorry, I completely blanked out there. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a sex man film. It's pretty good. 21 seconds. I haven't seen The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Fair enough, though. That's two A-listers, circa 1995. I think someone in chat said there's probably a connection in two. Yeah, no kidding. Do you know what it is? Or are you watching Final Jeopardy being like, I bet there's a correct answer to this one? Just asking. If they really want to solve the Riemann sum, why don't they just put it as the Final Jeopardy question? I'm sure Ken Jennings would get it right. Whatever. I don't know that much about math. He's the host. He's still the best to ever do it. Just like when you see Wayne Gretzky in an MGM casino ad, you're like, I know he's retired, but he's probably the best sports gambler in history. That's Danielle. That's never been proven in court. Okay, that was his wife. His wife was the one that did the gambling. You believe that? I got an envelope to freeze for you. Master of Orion. Yep. Metacritic score 86. This is Geometry Wars Retro Evolved. Classic. Classic. As soon as I saw the warping, like when Neo digests Agent Smith. That game's fire. It's pretty good. It's no Project Gotham Racing 2, but it's pretty good. I don't like that part. I don't like when Agent Smith digests people because they're becoming evil. But when Neo digests Agent Smith, he's defeating evil. So I support it. Heroes of Might and Magic 3, The Restoration of Arathia. This looks pretty. This is a fucking leather jacket skeleton with crimson shades, man. Oh, shit. Dicey Dungeons. American Gladiators. Wizardry. Bane of the Cosmic Forge. It's fucking Willow? That's Warwick Davis, bro. Now Capcom brings the smash hit movie to the arcade screen. That's fucking Willow, dude. What the hell's Willow? That's Willow! I don't know what you want me to say. That's Willow. That's Warwick Davis, man. That's Val Kilmer then. I can see it. The skeleton looks fucking sick, man. Oh, wait, we still got Game Deal Guess. This one's for you because someone said, has NL ever gotten a Game Deal Guess right? Yes, I have. 1 in 10. Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge. Bad start. It's not made by LucasArts, huh? Half-Life Alyx. Okay, you know what? Puzzle Adventure is still active here. How about The Witness? Puzzle Adventure still active. It's not from Thekla Inc., huh? It's not from Valve. Lemmings 3. World of... it's a side view is World of... So it's a third-person game. Let's say it's a third-person adventure game that came out on the PC. This is actually an insane hint. On the PC and on the Mac is my guess. It's a little game called the fucking Talos Principle 1. That's not first person. Or it's not third. What the fuck is it? Top-down perspective? 2014 top-down perspective indie puzzle game? That's a tough one, y'all. There are billions. They are billions. They are billions. It is isometric board view from 2014. May I just posit that this may perhaps be something like Factorio? It's single-player, multiplayer, cooperative 2014. There's no survival element. We haven't found a genre yet, so the genre is going to be like fucked up. Is this Overcooked? Oh, I thought for sure it was going to be Overcooked, man. For kids! Are you kidding me? It's a action fantasy single-player, multiplayer co-op game from 2014. It's Magica 2. Helldivers 1? Hero Siege? What? That's my bad. I was trying to like guess real games that existed and came out and people played. I didn't realize we were just making stuff up. No disrespect to the hardworking people who made this, but that's my mistake on that one. I thought we were operating in good faith. You know what? Just for that, you're getting a little Pugdoku, okay? Boston Bruins, 100-plus goals scored in his career. Yeah, I'm thinking Marco Sturm. Winnipeg Jets, 100 goals scored in his career. You know, I'm a simple man. I got to go with like a Teemu Solani on that. Oh, the old Winnipeg Jets don't count as the present day. Good one. Oh, fucking, there's a billion people that applied that obviously fucking fit here. Let's go with Mark Scheifele. Easy enough. He's not happy about being selected here. New Jersey Devils, 100-plus goals scored in his career. Yeah, I'm thinking Sergei Brylin. Okay, that's a given. That's good enough. I can live with that. It is opening night tonight. You're not joking. Kate Blanchett, double letter word in title. Paul Dano, double letter word in title. Yeah. I'm thinking Little Miss Sunshine. Title starts with I to P. Yeah. I'm thinking Prisoners. Oh, how about Little Miss Sunshine? How about Prisoners? I forgot about the movie where he voices a spider in outer space. How about a little indie cut? There Will Be Blood. Not my best scores, to be honest, but we take those. Kate Blanchett, not to be confused with Tilda Swinton. I mean, obviously we'll go Tar. Hawk Tar, conduct on that thing. Monster Hunter on that thing. 40.8%? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. 40.8%? Title starts with I to P. What's she in? She's in Lord of the fucking Rings. She's Galadriel. She's in Carol. She's in Thor Ragnarok. I feel like you might be in Australia. I can't remember. You're in some shit. You've been in a lot of shit. It's crazy that you're not Tilda Swinton, though. Okay, Michael Fassbender. I to P. I mean, this is a simple one for me. I got to go Prometheus. It's a shame Alien Covenant doesn't fit for the other one. The Hitman. The Hitman. Is that what that movie was called? The Hitman? Chat, what was that movie called? The Killer. It doesn't even fit. That starts with an H anyway? No, it doesn't. It starts with a T. You ignore articles. No, you fucking don't. You ignore a and an. X-Men. Days of Future Past. X-Men. First Class. Is Michael Fassbender washed? Like, if it weren't for Ryan Reynolds, I might be going like, is Michael Fassbender? No, you know why he's not washed? Great actor, bad movies. Ryan Reynolds, bad actor, bad movies. At least Michael Fassbender is often the best part of the movie that he's in. Yeah. So he's not washed. Not washed. Is there bad actor, good movies? There's got to be some. Bad actor, good movies? Keanu Reeves, that's a great answer. Keanu Reeves is a great answer. Jared Leto? I don't like him as a human being, but I don't think Jared Leto is a bad actor. I think he's just actor movies. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. Sometimes the movie's good, sometimes the movie's bad. Is he in good movies? He's in fucking Blade Runner 2049, Requiem for a Dream, Fight Club. Now, he was in Morbius as well, but get Dallas Buyers Club. Panic Room, sure. Lord of War, sure. Cate Blanchett. This is the most decroded I've ever felt on a movie grid, man. Played 2 X-Men movies, Prometheus, and I'm about to play 2 Lord of the Rings movies. I'm sorry, I can't bring myself to look at the score. I can't do it. That's such a sad grid. They should have given us Eva Mendes today. I remember that she's in Stuck on You. Benjamin Button missed. I wish I missed it when it came out. Unfortunately, I saw it. 2 hours and 97 minutes of my life I'm not going to get back.
Brick.
Now that's a movie. I saw that in theaters, man.
Respect.
Yep.
A noun meaning Amish. A
Kingpin, 1996.
Imagery. A noun meaning pictures produced. Flannel. A noun meaning
5 for 5.
Pomposity. A noun meaning pompous demeanor, speech, or behavior. Pomposity.
You take the U out. It's like the SNL bit they had this last weekend. They take the British U out of some of the words, but never out of glamour or pomposity. I hate to give SNL their flowers, but they deserved it with that one. They were cooking with that sketch. I dream of a country where we will measure distances not in meters and centimeters, but feet and miles. How many inches to a foot? 10? No. 12. How many inches to a mile? Nobody knows. How many feet to a mile? 5,280. A number with special significance that everyone will remember. They were cooking with that one, man.
Plundered. A verb meaning to take the goods of by. Noctambulist. A noun meaning a person who walks while asleep. Sleepwalker.
It just makes sense. Noctambulist. A person who walks while asleep. Noctambulist.
Aberration.
Oh,
a noun
shit.
Meaning the fact or an instance of deviating.
2 R's. 2 R's.
Peony. A noun meaning any of a genus. Paeonia of the.
That's a given, though. Cool. Fun. Yep. Now, remember that next time you burn some fucking tokens on me doing your CAPTCHA, try to make your website work. You don't have the CPU cycles, buddy. You're 12 pounds of shit in a 10-pound bag. The sheer pomposity of it all. Food Guesser wouldn't do that. This is shepherd's pie, bro. This is fish shepherd's pie. There's no shot this is not from Ireland. Oh, go do. Oh, United Kingdom. Get a life. Fish pie. Fish pie, also referred to as fisherman's pie. Sure, fair enough. This is like mochi. It's mochi. But then it says it's traditionally enjoyed in the King Ming festival. So I'm going to say this is China and not Japan. This is King Tuan. It's completely legally distinct from mochi. See, mochi is like dun 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 dun, dun. And King Tuan is like dun 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 dun, dun. Minestrone soup. That looks fucking disgusting. They at a restaurant? No, that's a family dinner table. Because they got 2 apples on the table. This one looks pretty good. I'll give you that. But like, I don't something's not right with the noodles. This is David Cage JPEG, man. I mean, it looks like a continental European soup. I don't know, maybe France, maybe Germany, borders to the northeast, maybe Poland. Okay, Poland, rosol, a traditional Polish soup. I don't want to offend the Polish. I'm not saying there's not a Polish chicken noodle soup. I am saying they got this everywhere. It's distributed by the Lipton and the Campbell's corporations. It's not just chicken noodle soup. Yeah, okay, it has turnip essence in it or something. There's no noodles? What are you talking about? Did you see what do you mean there's no noodles? Did you see the picture? Those are thin strips of turnip? What do you think a noodle is, man? It's a thin strip of vegetable in broth. Not turnips? All right, you kind of got me on that one. But that just assures if I'm in Poland, I'm not ordering the soup. I'd rather have noodles than thin strips of turnip, straight up. I'll tell you that for free. You can make turnip noodles. People on keto who will do anything but exercise. Okay, no disrespect. This is Nikolai Coster-Waldau and Mariska Hargitay. This movie's called Kingdom of Heaven. What's her name? She's a Russian. Is this Olga Kurylenko? Is this Max Payne? They don't have Max Payne in this. It's 300. Andrea Riseborough from the Black Mirror episode where she just can't stop killing people because she killed that one person that one time. I don't know what this is. Morgan Freeman. I have absolutely no idea what this is. Tom Cruise, Morgan Freeman. I must be stupid. I mean, Morgan Freeman is in War of the Worlds. Jack, Beach, Victoria, Julia, Sykes, and Sally. Oblivion. I forgot about this movie existing. The cultural cachet of Oblivion is the reaction image of Tom Cruise going like that, right? That's the last thing. And the soundtrack. It's really good though. Yeah, I mean, it's got a star-studded cast, man. Olga Kurylenko only does bangers. Like Max Payne. Do you believe Corey? I'm realizing Corey might not be a real one. He thought the Portlandia soundtrack was the dream of the 90s is alive in Portland. Corey strikes me as one of the most Portlandia-coded people that I could possibly know. Is it possible that he's been replaced by a body snatcher? Just doesn't, something about it wasn't right, man. It's the first thing in the first episode. Yeah, well, the thing is, the theme song is not the first thing in the first episode. It's the song that plays in every single episode of the show that's ever been on. Aristides was the OG winner of what race? The marathon. What annual event has been called the most exciting 2 minutes in sports? The Kentucky Derby. The horse was named Aristides? When did, or maybe it's Aristides? I don't know. When did they stop naming horses like Greek names and start naming them like, Kerfluffle's Bounty and stuff like that? Of the three metal-named history periods, which one includes ancient Egypt's proto-dynastic era? It's the Bronze Age. Rhode Island won't shut up about its claim to the pan-fried corn gruel patty called what cakes? Meal cakes. It's just a guess. Johnny Rockets? Johnny Rockets? Johnny Cakes? Johnny Cakes, okay. Avoid the horrors of a dangly asparagus stalk by cutting it in half. That's a tip from the author, from what author of How to Behave Though a Debutante? Martha Stewart. I have no idea, man. Purple and Fine Linen was an early novel for what writer who got much more famous for 1922's Etiquette? Might as well get some plus twos. Devoted to advising on how to be your politest, an eponymous institute keeps alive the legacy of what manners maven? I literally have no idea, man. Emily Post. Sorry. I don't live in the southern United States. That one has a 72% miss rate. I just have no idea, man. What queen's name roughly translates to the beautiful woman has come? She flipped the script in Egypt by monotheistically worshipping the sun god Aten. Cleopatra. It's not Cleopatra. Nefertiti. Fuck you. You know Cleopatra clears you when the only way you can get people to guess your name is to say, name the other pharaoh who's not Cleopatra. That's all I'm going to say. Nefertiti could never, man. I don't even want to see my stats on this one. Hatshepsut? Oh, shut the fuck up. Hatshepsut ass. Fucking history minor. You know what? Flex on him. Style on him. Sort these beverages in order of their total sugar content, starting with the most. I mean, I'm just going to level with you. Hawaiian Punch is sweet as fuck, dude. Now, I'm assuming that they've normalized it. These all have a decent amount of sugar. I'm assuming they've normalized it for serving size. Because, I'd assume Red Bull is the lowest just because they got the tiny can. And the Gatorade always comes in the big fuck you bottle. Hawaiian Punch is, insanely sugary. Orange soda is going to be very sugary. Chocolate milk is going to be pretty sugary. I feel like it gets carried a little more by the fact that they have fat in it. So as a result, you don't need as much sugar to make it as tasty. And Mike's Hard Lemonade is going to have a lot of sugar in it. I feel like Red Bull doesn't have as much sugar as Gatorade. Because Red Bull doesn't taste as sweet as Gatorade. I think I might send it as is, man. Maybe like that. I'm totally wrong, obviously. I guess I would... Hawaiian Punch has a lot of sugar, man. Or does Hawaiian Punch not have a lot of sugar? Like, the real question is, which one of these has the least sugar? Hawaiian Punch tastes like straight sugar, man. Never mind. That's not how it works. How did they... Crush has 3.58 per fluid ounce. God is my witness, I thought Hawaiian Punch would be like number one easily. Are you thinking of the right thing? Yeah, the red beverage. It's just Kool-Aid, man. I honestly thought it was like hummingbird food. You're not thinking about Sunny D, are you? I'm thinking about Hawaiian... I don't know what you want me to tell you. Have you ever consumed Hawaiian Punch? I'm pretty sure the ingredients are like water, water, red food coloring, and syrup, man. Yeah, it's got the surfer on it. Yeah, only you could fucking... the man described Hawaiian Punch. You know, the blue one with the fucking surfer guy. It's like translucent and red. People are like, are you thinking of Sunny D? No, Sunny D, it didn't ask fucking olive oil content. Then Sunny D would be at the top. 1 gram of olive oil per fluid ounce. I'm kind of stunned. Man, Mike's Hard Lemonade must be close to the fucking worst beverage for your health that you can conceivably drink on planet Earth, right? Next to like heavy water, like fucking deuterium syrup or something. It's 2.86 grams of sugar per fluid ounce plus alcohol. That's crazy, man. Here we go. Okay, Hawaiian Punch. Water, high fructose corn syrup, less than 2% of concentrated juices, fruit purees, ascorbic acid, yeah, all the natural shit with the long name they put at the end of it. Smirnoff Ice gotta be worse. Isn't it like it always be two dumb bitches saying exactly? Isn't Smirnoff Ice just a Mike's Hard Lemonade that you're forced to drink? I don't know. I'm kind of stunned by today's. I'm in denial. Those are the only two I drink. You know what? You're probably a good person. I'm not going to go in on you. Higher percentage of people who are uninsured. I'm going to say Beskar County, Mandalorian. Less exposure to active EPA Superfund sites. I literally don't know what it means. Higher population. Bro, it's got to be London over Guatemala. Okay, it's good. Like, you might want to use a heuristic for that. Guatemala's got such a high population density. I've been to London. There's a lot of people in London, okay? Higher percentage of people who have a commute time under 15 minutes. Fuck the dulls, man. Higher percentage of people employed in farming, Minnesota. Okay. I'll take my 3 out of 5. 90% of the Alaskan image was a park. Yeah, but don't like 30% of Alaskans have to like fly to Washington in the morning to work? I thought that's why they have Alaska Airlines. Why'd you stop Balacho, man? Why'd you stop eating that sandwich? Oh, there's no matter left? You ate all the bread, you ate all the toppings, you ate all the meat, you ate all the cheese, you ate all the lettuce, you ate all the tomatoes, you ate all the mayonnaise, you ate all the mustard? And they left no crumbs. They did leave no crumbs, that is true. Okay, get ready. I'm picking 5. Prefabricated buildings? Wake up, honey. It's time to guess the same 5 countries. I'm going to need you to pump those numbers up. This might be insane. I want to say Sweden, as if like you could buy like a house at IKEA. I guess that's not prefabricated. Oh, okay. Okay, now that we've got a silver at least, can somebody tell me what an example of a prefabricated building would be? Like mobile homes, trailers. China's making the mobile homes? I would have assumed that, don't be mad, okay? I would have assumed that they made that shit like in Mississippi to save on shipping costs. They do? Okay, I'm just saying. With what infrastructure? They got interstates, right? I don't know that much about Mississippi. They got a river there. Mud? I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Temporary work accommodations for construction workers. All right. All right. I literally have no idea, man. I have no idea. You know what? I have no idea. Just throw me a Turkey was not a horrible guess. The 12th, I'll take that. I mean, Estonia was number 2. There's no shot I'm pulling Estonia out. And I said Sweden. That was Sweden, Estonia. Like, give me some credit, man. What do you mean by that? They're very close geographically, and I'm assuming like culturally. Oh, they're a sea apart. Don't flatter yourself. It's the Baltic, okay? It's not a fucking ocean. They're a sea apart. Oh, so it's impossible to get from one to the other? No, it's a 90-minute ferry ride. Disingenuous so-and-so. Just for that, you're getting Fischl. Little help here, please? A little help here? We get those. Tarp on. It's the same one as yesterday. I know. That's why I'm shocked you don't remember it, so you can tell me what it is. Pretty embarrassing for you. Okay, let's play some